Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new to my channel, I teach people how to make money online. And today I'm going to show you the quickest way, probably the easiest way, the less complicated way to make over 500 bucks a day on Shopify, over 200 bucks, 300 bucks, whatever you kind of desire. Now, if you're into Shopify, you know that a lot of things change, so I try to keep updated as possible. But over the last year, I've helped hundreds of people make a lot of money online. Like this guy, $102,000 a month. This guy, $500,000 in just over half a year. This guy, nearly $1,000 a day in commission. So the stuff I teach, guys, works. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can get over $500 a day with Shopify. And the easiest way to do it, guys, is really to keep things simple. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into this. I'm not going to mess around, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to just go over this document. Everything's in this document. Now, when doing over $500 a day, or $1,000, or a couple of hundred, it really comes down to the first steps. There's steps you need to take. A lot of people will go out there and they'll just throw these random products up and they'll try and make money because the last guru told them to. There's a system in place. That's how people are getting successful. And once you actually get successful and you find a winning product, it's really, really easy to upscale. Like, a lot of people say drop shipping and stuff's easy. It is, once you get past the hurdles of testing, which can be sometimes a little bit difficult. But once you get past that testing stage, you are absolutely in the running for a lot of money. Hundreds and thousands of dollars could be possible for you. And we know the stuff works. We get results all the time. So we know it works, but how do you do it? How do you execute it? How do you make money online with Shopify and drop shipping? Now, I'm going to gather that you already know about AliExpress, Shopify. You know how the whole concept works. You find products on AliExpress, you advertise them on Facebook, Instagram, you sell those products. You're basically a middleman and you take a profit, all right? That's how dropshipping works in a nutshell, in a quick couple of second breakdown. Now, the first thing you want to do when you start this is, obviously you want to get your store up and running. We'll talk about that in a second. But the first thing you want to do is see what's selling. This is really critical. You want to go and do some research. I have some other videos on my channel. I'll leave some below, how to do product research and stuff and how to spy on the competition. What you want to do is you want to first off test at least 2 products a day. This is really critical. I see too often that people will go and do 1 or 2 products. Okay, it didn't work. Drop shipping doesn't work. That's not how this stuff works, guys. You need to be testing at least 2 products per day. When I started, I was doing 5+ a day. Okay, you need to be testing quite a few products. That's the aim of the game. And you might be thinking, oh, but I've got to spend money. Of course you've got to spend money. You know, we're not making money for free here. You've got to spend money to make money. It's better than going and getting a $20,000 loan to start a building business or a plumbing business or renting a shop that costs you $1,000 a week. You actually have to spend money to make money. So the first thing you want to do is test at least 2 products a day. Okay, really, really critical. If you're not doing that, then honestly don't even bother with this method. Next, you want to be selling products that are actually selling. This is another critical step because you're cutting out the homework. You know it's selling, okay, so you don't go and copy the people that are selling it, but model what they're doing, okay? Just model the product. Go and find it on AliExpress and test it. The thing is, guys, when you're testing, you're going to be testing quickly. You don't have time to go and make nice sales videos. You don't have time to do this. You don't have time to do that. You want to get your research done really, really quickly, so you don't want to overthink it. I see this all the time, and it's the biggest roadblock, overthinking. This is the biggest roadblock I see people overthinking when they're starting their stores. And you know, I've got over 5,000 students in my training, and I've seen what people do and what people don't do, what's successful, what's not successful. I've helped them get successful. So I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. Do not overthink this, guys. That's the biggest roadblock I see people do. The thing, what you got to do is when you're first starting is find something, price it, test it, then rinse and repeat. That's it. And of course, you're not going to get sales on the first product. You're probably not going to get them on the second or the third, but you will get sales. Some people spend $100 to make their first sale. Some people spend up to $8,000. I know someone who spent up to $8,000, but now they're doing really, really well. In fact, I think it might be. Oh no, he's not one of the students on the last page, but he did actually post to my group recently that he's doing really, really well now. Okay, so first off, see what's selling, test at least 2 products a day, research stores, find what's selling, price it, test it, then rinse and repeat. If you want to know about research, I have videos on my channel. The next step, guys, is pricing. Everyone prices wrong, and I'll tell you why. Stop testing with low margins, because the thing is, if you sell something at a $5 profit and you need to sell 500 to make $2,500, that's 500 products to make $2,500. At a $15 profit, it gets a little bit better. 500 $7,500, and then at $25 profit, we're looking at about $12,000. So you sell less, but you make more. And the good thing about selling stuff at a higher profit margin is you have more room for spending in your Facebook ads. Think about it for a second. When you sell a product at a $5 profit, you only have $5 to work with on Facebook ads if you want to start making profit straight away. It's really not viable unless you're doing upsells and complicated stuff like that, but you're not going to be doing that at this point. You just want to test to see if there's sales from those products. That's it. So a $5 profit margin, you're going to find it very, very hard, almost impossible to actually start making a lot of money with Shopify. I'm just telling you the truth. So you want to be doing at least $10, $15, $20, $25 profit to do less work, make more money, and give Facebook more to work with. This is really critical, and this is another roadblock I see, is people selling products for like $5, $6, $7 and making $2 profit, $3 profit, $5 profit. It's not viable. It's not sustainable when you're doing this stuff, okay? You can do $5 products, but I'd recommend doing them on upsells later on. Now, if you don't, guys, straight up, if you don't sell for higher margins, you'll see a loss when testing and you'll automatically stop testing. This is what I see people do all the time. They'll be like, hey, I'm going to get rich off this stuff. They go find 1 or 2 products, they test them, they're like, cool, $5 profit, $10 profit. I'm not seeing any money coming in. I'm not seeing any profit coming in. This shit sucks. Drops shipping's a scam. I'm not going to make any money. Of course you're not going to make any money doing it that way. You need to structure things properly. You need to have good profit margins. Otherwise, this will honestly not work for you in the short term anyway. It might work in the long run, but in the short term, when you're testing, it's not going to work, okay? So, see what's selling, and pricing your products is really the 2 first steps, okay? Now, let's go down. Now, your store is another crucial step. However, once again, don't overthink it. That's quite important, because you've got to remember, guys, when you're testing, you want to find a winner as fast as possible. Too many people get caught up in the details. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So, the store is really basic. There's a few things you do want to do when you're setting up your store. First of all, you want a nice, simple, clean theme. You don't need to buy a premium theme when you start. Venture is a good theme. That's what I started with when I first started doing Shopify. It's free, it's good, it's clean, it's simple. Okay? Venture is a very, very good theme. You want to have a nice, clean theme. Next, what a lot of people don't do as well, is put some effort into descriptions. If you're going to AliExpress and you're getting the AliExpress descriptions and putting them on your website and you think that that's good enough, you need to go back to the drawing board, because it's not good enough, okay? Put a little bit of effort in. You're here to sell products. You're not here to just copy and paste from AliExpress and expect to make money, all right? That's the cold, hard truth. Now, if you can, add a video to your products page. You can usually download them from the AliExpress vendor page, or if they don't have one, ask them. It just adds a little bit more trust, authority to the product. And it's not very hard to go and get a video and throw it into the description. Take you 4 or 5 minutes, done. Now, add some slight scarcity. I'm not talking about over the top, crazy timers. Like, timers and stuff are great, put on a timer, but don't like have a big, massive timer. You know, this is closing tomorrow, this, that, 20, 80% off, blah, 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 blah. Add slight scarcity. Like, hey, we've sold 10,000 items, blah, blah, blah. I know it's a bit of a white lie, but stuff like that. You know, we are 50% off. We are ending the sale soon, but don't have like 50% off. 5 people on the site right now. 10 people have purchased this. Don't add so much scarcity that it puts people off, because that is a thing. People are not stupid. People will know that, okay, this is bullshit. Come on, you've got way too much scarcity. Add slight scarcity to your store. Another important thing actually is a review app. Don't skimp, pay for one or get the free trial. Get a review app that exports reviews from AliExpress. It's really simple. You install it, it exports the reviews from AliExpress. It takes a few minutes to set up and you're done. Reviews add authority, social proof, and things like that. This is a must-have, especially when you're testing. Add PayPal as a payment option. Critical. I think on one of our store we have over 60% of people purchasing via PayPal. PayPal is another payment method that a lot of people prefer to use over anything else. So you want to make sure you have PayPal set up as well as credit card payments and stuff like that. And then set up an abandoned email app. This is really all you need to do with your store. Nice, simple apps for now, and then work on it later on when you start to get a winner. People don't understand that at this point of time, you're just trying to get a winner, and that is it. Then the tweaking, then the other stuff happens after that. Now, a lot of people might be saying, do I start with a branded store or a general store? Always start with a general store, because I've seen this many times. People will start with a branded store and they'll spend a week, a month making it perfect, uploading the perfect products, and then bam, it flops. Flops. They make no money. They've wasted a month or 2, 3 weeks on this crap and it hasn't worked, right? A general store is easy. You get it going, you put in the nice clean theme, you just start uploading products, and you don't have any like branding. You don't need to go crazy with that stuff. You just sell products, and later on, if you want to, you can do a branded store, or even just keep this winning product in your general store if it's selling. Don't overcomplicate things. That's going to be the biggest mistake in your Shopify adventures. So make sure you have an abandoned mail app as well, and we'll talk about tweaking that later on. Now, Facebook ads is probably the next thing. I mean, all of this stuff up here is basic, but Facebook ads can tend to be a little bit overwhelming for a lot of people, but don't let it be overwhelming. Now, this is a bit of a disclaimer. Everything changes quite often, so this might not be the same Facebook ad structure I've taught in the past. It might not be the same I'm going to teach in the future, but this is what is working for me right now, and this is what I've found is working for at least 70% of my students. Okay? Start with website conversion ads straight away on either add to cart or purchase on $10 a day, and run them for 3 to 4 days max. If no sales, then move on. If you get sales, keep it going. Now, at this point, you're probably not going to be profitable. That's okay. You might spend $40 and get one sale. That's not a bad thing. You might spend $50 and get one sale. You might spend $50 and get 2 sales. You might not be in the profit. It doesn't matter. As long as you're breaking kind of even or a little bit of a loss, but you're getting sales, you know, okay, I've got a winner. But the problem is people get scared and they'll be like, oh, shit, man. I've made 3 sales, spent $200, and I'm not in the profit. Damn, what do I do? You keep going. Do you know some of the biggest companies in the world haven't made Shopify hasn't even made a profit yet themselves, because they went and bought Oberlo for $16 million. I think they're finally starting to make profit now. Dollar Shave Club just sold for $1 billion and they've never turned a profit. You don't need to expect profit straight away. Okay, so a winning product doesn't have to be profitable. This is a big mistake that people think it has to be profitable. It will become profitable later on, but at this stage, you're getting sales, awesome. You can move on to the next step, which we'll talk about in a second. Now, another thing I want to talk about is one ad and one interest group per product. Too many people will go out there and find one product, and they'll test their products, and they'll do like 50 different ads with 50 different interests straight away. That's not really what you should be doing straight away. What I recommend you do is one ad to one interest group. This could be one broad interest or a bunch of interests stacked per product. All right, and then move. And then if it doesn't work, move on. Now, a lot of gurus will say, "Oh, but if it's not working, it's the audience and the product is wrong." Yes, that can be the case sometimes, but when you're testing, who gives a shit? You're trying to get sales as fast as possible. So if it's not working, just move it to the side and start testing more products. And then later on, once you start getting some money coming in, then maybe bring that product back in later on and see if it'll work again. But the whole point in testing and trying to get profit as fast as you can is to test products as quick as you can and try and get some sales, then try and get into the profit. If you fluff around, messing around with ad groups and all this sort of stuff, you're going to start getting emotionally attached to the product, and it's just going to be a really, really bad situation for you if it doesn't work out and you've wasted all of that time trying to find the right audience for the right product. Now, of course, you should do a little bit of research when you're testing, and you should have obviously try and get the right interest group and the right product, but don't spend too much time on it. Don't overthink it. And when people say to you, oh, you need, it's not working, you need to have the right interest for the right product, and it'll work. Sometimes products just won't work. So if you get stuck in that phase of trying to make it work, and it's just not going to work, you're going to waste time. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is just do one ad, one interest group per product when you're starting. Then later on, start messing around with other things, and we'll talk about that in a second. Don't get too technical when testing. That kind of falls back into what I was talking about before. Keep it stupid simple. Now, also, something that this kind of goes against a lot of things that I say, but times are changing. Don't bother with retargeting at this point, because you're not going to have a massive retargeting list anyway. And what happens is, if you set up retargeting while you're testing, your retarget ad might get your sale, which is good. But it gives you conflicting information, because when you're testing, you just want you want the cold traffic to convert. When you retarget, that becomes warm traffic, and you're like, okay, cool, I got a sale. And you might have just got lucky with that retargeting ad. So you want to make sure that when you're testing, you're not doing any retargeting, because you want the product to convert by itself without any assistance. That's really all I have to say about that, because it's quite self-explanatory. You want it to sell without any assistance. The next, this is big. Don't get emotionally attached to shit. I get people that will be like, hey, yo, I got 2 sales and then I had a week of no sales. Cut it. Cut it. You'll know if you have a winner, guys. You will know if you have a winner, because you'll get consistent sales nearly every single day. Sometimes you'll have days that are slow where you get nothing, but you'll usually have consistent sales, and when you scale, it'll just keep being consistent. That's when you have a winner. That's the biggest indicator that you have a winner. The sales are coming in and it's consistent over and over and over again, and you usually don't have any problems. So now we're going to move on to what to do afterwards, but just a little bit of a recap, guys. See what's selling, okay? It cuts out a lot of homework. Price your products properly, or you're just going to be wasting time, losing money, and you're probably going to give up. Have a nice clean store, add a little bit of scarcity, do some good descriptions, get a review app, add PayPal, add abandoned email application. And then Facebook ads, blah, 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 website conversions, add to cart purchase. I usually start on add to cart, guys, just because that's what I like to do and it works fine for me. I don't really go to purchase much nowadays unless my ad's not working. Like, if you're sitting on website conversion and your ad's and you're on add to cart and you're getting sales and you're making money, there's actually no point in changing, because you could screw everything up. Okay? Now, when you have a winner, this is where things get quite important. What do? First step, guys, number one thing to do, add an upsell. This is the quickest way to instantly boost your profits without doing hardly any work. Go and add an upsell. You're pretty much guaranteed to at least make some sort of extra profit, more conversions. Even if you make like an extra $5 on every $100 you make, you're pretty much guaranteed to make extra money. First step, once you have a winner, is add upsells. The fastest way to instantly boost your profits. Okay, no doubt about it. Next, tweak your abandoned emails. So with most apps, you can have a sequence of 3 emails. They'll send out. So when you first test, you're probably not going to do it very nicely. You're going to set them up and put a few words in. Tweak them a little bit. So be like, hey, you forgot this item in your cart. Hey, here's a discount. Hey, our discount's ending soon. Start to tweak your abandoned emails, because upsells and abandoned emails are the best profit maximizers you can get, hands down. Upsells, instant profit maximizers. Tweak abandoned emails. You can get up to 30-40% more money by just having a proper abandoned email set up. Even if you get 5%, that's 5% more profit. Okay, so those are your first 2 instant profit maximizers that you should be doing. Next, you want to jump into your ad account once you have a winner, and depending if you put it on a branded store by now or not, I would recommend just leaving it if it's winning. Start to duplicate your ads and tweak ad copy, images, videos, things like that, okay? This is the point where you actually start to tweak your Facebook ads. You don't try and tweak it before. Once you have a winner, then you start to tweak your Facebook ads, and you start to go out there and you start to do different videos, images, and ad copy, okay? This is at that point. Like I said, once you find that winner, guys, things start to become really, really easy, because it's a matter of maximizing your profits, it's a matter of duplicating, tweaking, testing, and then a matter of just finding what works and upscaling it and keep upscaling it. Then once you're at a level where you're making a bit of money, you can go back, and it's a rinse and repeat process on the other products, on the new products that you want to test, okay? Now, this is also when you want to start setting up retargeting to recover some sales. This is once again an instant profit maximizer. You will usually make a lot of money on retargeting, and by this point you should have a pretty decent size audience, maybe 100, 200, 300, 1,000 add to carts or something, you should have a pretty decent audience by now, and you should be able to recover quite a lot of sales. Once again, it's going to start to put you in that profit margin. You see what I'm doing here? Like I'm saying, if you find a winner and you're not making any profit, once you get to this point, then you'll start making some profit when you start bringing in these profit maximizers. Okay? This is when you're going to start to make profit, and then it's just going to snowball from this point on. Then you want to start to scale to increase your ad budgets. Once you have your winning ads, just start to increase the budgets. And then you'll know if you have a winner, a real solid winner, because no matter how much you increase, like I'm not saying increase from $10 to $1,000, but if you increase 20, 30% per day, you shouldn't have much Facebook ad fluctuation. It should still get consistent sales. Some days you might have a down day, and then next day you have an up day, but it should stay pretty consistent across the board when you start to change your pricing. If it doesn't and it dies off, it means that maybe your product, you just got lucky, or just leave it for a few days because it will usually come back. But the strongest indicator that you've got a winner is the fact that you can increase your budgets on that particular winning ad without much trouble. All right, then move into testing new audiences at this point. Don't do it when you're trying to test, do it when you have a winner. Okay, so the moral of the story, guys, I think that's where we're at now. The moral of the story is really simple. We'll do a bit of a diagram here before we cut this video short. It's really simple. You want to find what's winning. This is a product. You want to test it with a Facebook ad. You want to find that winner. So this is a product here, Facebook. You want to find that winner as fast as you can, and then you simply want to rinse and repeat that process over and over again. The main goal is to find the winner first. Find the winner first. This isn't an easy game. This stuff isn't easy. Everyone says it's easy, blah, blah, blah. The easiest way to get to $500 per day is to focus on the testing, focus on the pricing, then focus on the tweaking, the upsells, the abandoned email tweaks later on once you have that winner. All right, guys, so I hope this video wasn't too long for you. I mean, there's nothing really actionable in this video here. I'm just going through some text, but I feel that people need to realize there's a little bit to this stuff, and if you don't get the right training and the right resources, you're not going to succeed. It's pretty simple. You need to focus on all of this stuff first. Now, what I'm doing, guys, is if you don't know, I have a training called Ecom Elite, and I am closing this. The price is $197 right now, but I'm actually doing a webinar soon, and the price is going up to $997. So if you want to jump into my training, a lot of you guys already know about this. If you want to jump into my training, which is right here, it's $197 right now. But this will be closing within a few days as soon as I get my webinar out, and it's going up to $997. So if you want to jump in right now and get this training to get some more advanced stuff, I take you through sourcing the right products, setting up your... And guys, this isn't no junk course from some wannabe. Look at all this stuff. There is a bunch of content you get my 6-figure product blueprint, my as seen on TV secret videos, print on demand software, all of this stuff, right? That's module 1. Module 2, setting up your store. Massive amounts of content in here. Then we get into the Facebook shit, guys. We've got 2 parts because there's so much in here. Look at all of this stuff. You've got my methods, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 methods. Actually, there's 5 methods. The friendly beginner advert structure. All of this crazy content. We have my 100K blueprint. We have Facebook part 2, which is massive as well. Manual bidding, Instagram, organic traffic there. Now, one of the best things, guys, about my training that you won't find anywhere else is actually the email marketing side of things. I show you how to build a massive email list so you get a consistent list of buyers that want to purchase off you consistently. Then you also get access to my top secret videos that you will not find anywhere online. I can guarantee you that. And there's also updates every week. And you also get access to the Facebook group that has over 1,300 members, paid members, that can help each other, help you, help me, I help you all the time. And that's some of these students right here. Let me just go back to here. Who's done over $1,000 a day here, $500,000 a day here, $500,000 a day, $500,000 in about 8 months, $102,000 in 1 month. These are real students from my training that started exactly where you are. They found me on YouTube and decided to take the next step and take action into their Shopify journey and start making money. Okay, so I've taken you through the steps of how you can kind of, make $500 a day. But if you want to get more advanced training and you want to get more technical with this and you want to see exactly how you can start a very profitable Shopify and dropshipping business, I highly recommend you jump in this because it will be going up to $997 soon. I'm not joking. That's it. And at the $997, a lot of people won't be able to afford to get in. I know that. That's why I've priced it to $197 for so long, but it has to stop because I'm putting in so much content and spending so much time inside the training. I need to put the price up. I'm spending like 4 or 5 hours a day inside the Facebook group showing people some cool tricks, all right? So jump in here, guys. This will be closing soon. If you like this video, if this helped you, let me know. Leave a comment below, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel. And also follow me on Instagram, guys. I'll leave a link below. I've been doing a few competitions on there. I might be even giving away my training, stuff like that. And if I do give away the training and you win and you're already in it, you'll get a refund. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.